Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and welcome to week 24 of our 45-week countdown to the best version of ourselves in the new year. And for those of you who are new, you are right on time. There is never a better time than now than to choose wellness. So, hey people, I was going to say, they call me mellow yellow, but I'm wearing orange. How about orange is the new black? And I'm wearing black too. Anyway, I'm doing well. I was just going to kind of reflect on my week. So a week ago, I started what I've often referred to as the Tanny Raw Reset. And Tanny Raw is a social media personality on every platform that you can find. She absolutely promotes high carb, low fat, raw vegan. But she is supportive of you wherever you are in your walk. And I've been blessed to have encountered all of her stuff, her 2,700 videos or more on YouTube, her 1,000 more videos on Instagram, etc. And that was a big part of me getting started on wellness. So in just sort of upping my game, because I've been playing too many games, let's just put it that way, for the first half of this challenge, I was blessed to go ahead and do a third reset. I'm in the middle of it right now, and it's closed, so you can't even do it until September if you're interested. But anyway, I do have a desire to be raw because it does serve my body best. I'm not provoked when I eat raw. I'm satiated. I feel like I get enough of everything. And so it's definitely my preference. So when I started this reset, I was like, I'm not going to play any games. I'm going to do all the things that are required of me. Because in the past, I have kind of done a little bit of game playing with it, and I didn't want to manipulate anything. So I was just like, I just have to make it one meal at a time, one day at a time, which will equal 1 week at a time through the month. And I have had the grace to do that. I had a couple of challenges for sure. I had a sick animal. I was sick myself. There were just different things coming at me, which is always true. Life comes at us every single day. But I was able to still make best choices in the midst of that. And one of the things was my husband wanted to go to a restaurant, and I really hesitated because I don't do that well when I eat out. And I was really proud that we've been eating home, which is exactly what we need to do, and I have far more control over my choices. So my compulsive self said, oh yeah, sure, let's go. And immediately I have a plan to sabotage myself, I'm telling you. But my better self was like, oh, I'm not really in a position to do that. And he could see the hesitancy on my face. So he was like, what's the problem? And I said, well, for one thing is they have a ton of salad, which I love, but they don't have my dressing, and I don't have a dressing with me either. I could certainly just do lemon. But sometimes what my problem is that I have a tendency to make up for what I didn't get. So my primal inner kid, my little inner child, pouts and tries to sabotage me later, even if I was strong in the moment. The more I thought about it, I realized that I really could use vinegar. I could use lemon. I don't even know if they have avocado. But again, what I had to remind myself of primarily was that it's just one meal. It's just one meal. You had the breakfast you wanted. Maybe you had the lunch. This is a dinner, and you're going to live until tomorrow. Like, what is that? I think part of it is our American lifestyle. I remember when I was in New Zealand, I was shocked that they literally just had one thing for the meal. They would just have one thing. Like, you would just buy just soup, or you would only have a salad, or you might just have chicken. There was nothing else. There weren't side salads. There weren't desserts. They didn't have any. They may now, but they didn't at the time. They didn't have anything where you bought a meal that came with an appetizer, a dinner, a dessert, post coffee, right? Dessert coffee. I mean, none of that. None. It was just, everything was a la carte. And people just ate only one thing. I was shocked. I was so shocked. I was just like, so where's dinner? That was dinner. What? And so I just had to think, I get caught up in the thought that I have to have all these parts, kind of like people getting up in the morning and deciding that they have to have breakfast, right? That they can't wait, that they can't do intermittent fasting, that they have to have 3 set meals a day and 2, snacks. Everybody's requirements are different. And I kind of had one little panic because I'm doing the lower end of the calories, right? But I have a lot of weight I need to lose, and I know it'll serve me best. So I want to make sure that I get in a lot of greens, just pack in the lower calorie stuff that's super healthy and dense in nutrients to help satiate me. Because again, like when you have a lot of good fiber and stuff, your body will wait. It's rarely been about what my body actually needed, and it's almost always been about the mental stress, the mental desire to serve me, to the little kid calling out and me answering with yes, sure, what do you need? I remember my mom was a total health fanatic. She still is, and she's amazing. She'll be 87 in August, and she's rocking it. But she made granola when it wasn't even popular, and her own yogurt. We had a yogurt machine. She made granola. We had one of those things that cut a jar to make cups out of to save things. My parents had a co-op out of our house. I mean, she was a total original chick. Forgive me. I was gonna say hippie chick. Way before her time, because she was not born in the 60s, okay? She was a product of the 30s. She was born in 32, so she was a teen in the 50s, right? But still, total hippie. But anything, I remember sometimes when we were little, we could manipulate her by like getting her to get us a yogurt push-up, right? Which wasn't quite ice cream, and it says yogurt, and every once in a while we'd get a yogurt push-up. We had no sugar in our house. Even some of the birthday cakes were made with honey, and I don't know if that worked. I think it worked for some of the kids. For me, it just made me more insane to get whatever I could, whenever I was outside the house, or if I was a 5-finger discount stealing from the store, I wanted that processed sugar. It's been trouble for me my whole life. But right now, I was clean the entire week. Yay me. I'm clean today in week 2. And I'm just getting my head around how I can remind myself that it's just one meal. I'm not going to die. And in fact, I may thrive if I choose the right things. So this is all me in my 45-week challenge to get to the best version of myself in the new year, and ideally much closer to my goal weight, so that my body can just be happy, thriving, and healthy. All right, so people, how are you? Do you have a goal? Are you working on it? Because barely anyone ever shares it with me at all in the comments. This is your place. We could totally have a chat. We could just like rock it on what you need, how you're slipping, how you're changing, what advice you want. Bring it. The only way to build this community is if you dare to participate. And this is a place to do it. Let's keep it safe. Let's keep it honest. And let me support you in your goal. I would love that. All right, my friends. Cheers to a great week to come. Like if you like, join us if you haven't. And until we talk again, best of all, know that you're blessed.